There's nothing in there.
Welcome After Dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see a team that may use them a bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the #1 team in the land, LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hearnstreet. Kirk. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. So here we go. Buckle up. Alabama and LSU. This one has a history of being hard-hitting from the very first snap.
And, Chris, it's always a game that obviously impacts the SEC standings at the end of the year and really the national rankings. So a lot at stake for both these teams.
Last time they played, of course, Alabama won comfortably. That was an embarrassing day for the LSU faithful. They have not forgotten it.
Chris, I don't think anybody's going to forget that loss because it was so surprising to see LSU get blown out. But they feel much better about this matchup.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Launching it, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seemed to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about
There he goes, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Running it back, it's Anderson. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the returner. The Tigers offense gets their first crack now. More of this game within the game. You got the quarterback and the corner, two of the better guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude. He doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move the defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped.
Chris, I know we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No chance to catch it. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they have one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Milrow. It's a deep throw down the right sideline.
Oh, yeah, give me that.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball.
These guys are out of here. Quick and early. And they know Roberts hang around. You see out on the rim hang around.
They're going to run it. Fighting him off.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the... And the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Plenty of time to throw, firing to the right side. Oh, and he's got it.
Make a play. Make a play.
Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. The quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that short completion. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When's the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw.
Oh.
That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but Brings up a 4th down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. Coverage team brings down the returner. And that Miami Bengals offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st down, it's play action. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
Play action here on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up the 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, a good throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive? This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the defense look slow that time. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And he knocks it right through. kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. He'll take a deep shot. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big game. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scored touchdowns in their last possessions. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On the ground, it's Young. They get him now, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Early offenses continue to dominate where the defenses show up here to begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off-play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
Big sack.
Gets home, making a sack there.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. You've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
punt team ready to boot it away. On the return, it's Anderson. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is
that's my fault. I done that. That's all me.
And he steps out of bounds.
That's all me on that one.
Great play by this defense. First down here for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's intercepted. He's stepping.
Make that play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. How's the spin move? After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark.
But a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through.
Oh, look at the hole. Look at the hole.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So the offense clicking now to build your lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, interception, the very first play of the last possession. Here comes the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
Rivalry game. That's how they go.
Stop him. He's in.
That's how they go.
The key to me in this is the quarterback hits the ball out of his
Go
hands
back and forth.
early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball.
Somebody defense got to step up.
Beautiful touchdown.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn and your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Tackle made at the play at the 29-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
Got it.
Tackle made.
Mercy.
Nice pickup on the
Put me on the spot.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. And he'll loft it
Put
to
it
the
up there,
end zone.
Mercy.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense.
He's going with him step for step.
Deny a touchdown. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd
Tried
and
it.
4. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. This is a low line. This won't go a long way. Fair catch made at the 20. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a stop? So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Takes
Yeah,
a
the
big
kill
shot
shot
from the
line there.
defense, but moves the sticks. First down. That's the
Ooh,
2-minute
good
warning on this
linebacker.
close first
He's
half.
a
The offense
beast on
trying
the
to score
quarterback.
and claim the lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Back to pass. It's Milrow.
No pressure.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side.
Give it to me.
Picked tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball. It turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Brought down quickly, but it's a big game through the air. He'll spot the ball at the 45.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following such a change. A quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to go with a big shot taken over their head.
Get on down.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him these progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did.
30. Dropped it in on him.
Touchdown, LSU. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead.
By you Bengals getting it going.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish a lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they can kick off and hope for defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Adams. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive? Do they cut into this lead or play it safe? Point toward the second half.
You get it tied in like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Defense is coming after him.
Oh, he missed that sack.
Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he heads out
I missed that.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness. And
they'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. It's an important first down on that running play. The back's got it. We're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And here comes a deep shot. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw the passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. What a diving catch way downfield. Big game.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's moving out of the pocket. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
When this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now,
and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it's the Bayou Bengals pouring it on, beginning to pull away, and those LSU fans really beginning to party now, Kirk.
Yeah, LSU is having a lot of fun with this. Anytime they beat Alabama, they're always happy. But to be pulling away and almost starting to embarrass them, that's a special day for the LSU faithful.
And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And they'll use the ground game here. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, they go right back to him. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. No huddle here for the offense. And they hand it off to the back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Bringing it back, it's Anderson. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This offense really clicking.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take another shot right here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score LSU 49, Alabama 35.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kickoff.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. To the air. It's Nussmeier. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. Sticking with the running game. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Adams. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That makes the score LSU.
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tide.
Chris, this is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. To the air, it's Milroe. He's running out of time here. Catch made, gets the foot down, but there's no gain on the play. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense. Still a 3-score margin here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back, bringing pressure. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. He does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Close to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. drop back here on 3rd down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the freshman making an impact play there. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.